Hey guys, welcome back to F1 2009 career mode, round 2 today. The first round went really well. We are the championship leader in the BMW Sauber, which is a bit unrealistic. So to counteract this and hopefully make it a bit more realistic and more exciting, we're going to start at the back of the grid in every single race to see how we get on. Thank you so much for the support on the first episode, and if you continue to like this series, make sure to give it a like, leave a comment down below and subscribe to the channel. Let's get into round 2. If you missed the last episode, I'd highly recommend you go back and watch it. But if you don't want to go back and watch it, these were the results. James earlier, in fact, won. We got pole position and we won. We are on the hardest difficulty, but the game is kind of made for children. So, or maybe I'm just naturally that good at the game. Jensen Button, who did win the championship in real life, is in second, with his teammate in third. The Toyota of Trulli doing really well up in 4th place. We're going to go for another 2-stop strategy, starting on the hards, then a soft and a soft. It's the Malaysian Grand Prix, which I absolutely love this circuit, so I'm really hoping for another good race here, but we are starting 20th and last on the grid.
Sepang, Malaysia, a circuit best known for the notorious hairpin on the final turn. The track consists of wide straights and sweeping corners with plenty of chances to pass. So be aware of those behind as well as those out in front.
There's rain, a lot of rain. Button on pole, Vettel second. It's Webber, Rosberg in the Williams up in 4th, Trulli 6th. Then we got Alonso in 8th in the Renault, Hamilton 9th, better than what he did in qualifying for the Australian Grand Prix at least. And down at the bottom, we are not last. Oh, well, we are not last because I did not simulate qualifying. So I think we're starting in a realistic position for the BMW Sauber. Better than nothing. It's 13th place on the grid. Here we go then, guys. Lights are on. And we are underway. Yes, we are. We're underway for the Malaysian Grand Prix. Look at the spray coming off the cars in front. We are on the wet tyres, of course. I cannot see a single thing going down towards turn 1. Very wide at turn 1. Oh, there's Piquet Jr. facing almost the wrong way. We go round the outside of Massa. So we've actually lost one position off the start. Cannot see a thing. Oh, up the inside of Piquet Jr. into turn 4. Tap the rear of my teammate Kubica. I don't know what sort of pace we're going to have in the wet conditions. I've not really ran the wet conditions on this game before. We shall see what it's like. Just the usual freeze we have at every race. And we're back. If you remember the real life 2009 Malaysian Grand Prix, it was in kind of similar conditions. Absolutely torrential rain, which meant we didn't even see the conclusion of the full Grand Prix and everybody was awarded half points. It's also where that bring me the white visor quote from Felipe Massa comes from. And then Rob Smedley, his race engineer, saying, "Felipe baby, stay cool. We're bringing you the white visor, stay cool." We've got very similar conditions here today. Maybe it's using real conditions from the real race. 3-way battle in front with Kubica, I guess that's Glock, and then one of the Toro Rossos. They're all switching positions. And in the end, Kubica still remains in 12th place. Through turns 5 and 6, can we get the outside line on Kubica? Side by side. We're still on the outside. I think he's backed out of the move, so we've taken that position. We're up to 12th place. Oh, that's nice. That's easy. Glock passed. Up the inside of Buemi. We run slightly wide, but we got the position. Oh, Vettel's out the race. That's big. And there he is. That's Sebastian Vettel. Potentially one of the championship protagonists out of this one. Big retirement. Almost into the points on this one. You can see Hamilton. Guessing that's Barrichello. And Kovalainen is actually the lead McLaren right now. As it doesn't seem to be raining. It's just very wet on circuit. Unless this game doesn't have rain graphics. Definitely has spray graphics. As I've almost sent it on Hamilton there. Through turn 4. Oh. Getting so close to the rear of the McLaren. It's hard to avoid contact sometimes. But luckily no damage done. Why the car? Once again into turn 7 and 8. Getting very close to the rear of the reigning world champion. And up the inside, into the hairpin of turn 9. I've sent it. That was a big send. I've crashed into Barrichello as well. I've unlawfully taken the position, but, you know, Whatever. Did the race steward see it? Probably not. Got a run here on Kovalainen out the final corner. To drag race across the line as we start lap 4. We've taken it. Look at Barrichello on the inside. He's trying to send one up the inside of Kovalainen as well. We've got the position. We're up to 6th place. Really, really good progress here. Dare I say it, we could be on for another, potentially a podium. Beautiful run on Alonso. Oh gosh, there's Rosberg. Almost went straight into the back of Rosberg. I couldn't even see him. He's on the outside of this corner. Don't know where he is now. I think we've got him. We have. So we're up to now 4th place. Jarno Trulli impressing again. Where did he qualify? Down in 6th. He's up to 3rd in this one. I'm going to guess the top 2 are Mark Webber and Jenson Button. And honestly, we're only about 5 seconds, not even that, 4 seconds off the lead maybe? Surprisingly, not really pulling away from Rosberg as it stands. It's a bit of an early train going on with about 5 cars behind me as the tyres are really feeling the wear now. Lap 5 out of 28. I think we're fueled up to go to lap 9. So we are about halfway through this stint. Oh, teammates out the race. Kubica retiring. So Kubica and Vettel, the 2 retirees so far out of this one. So 18 drivers left running. We're only on lap 5. We're closing up to Trulli really easily. And we're going to throw it up the inside of the final corner. Taking that position. Nice one. Next up, Jenson Button. Mark Webber's got a nice healthy lead out in front. I think Webber might just be going into the first corner now. So he's got, yeah, maybe a 3-second, 4-second lead over Button as it stands. Look how quickly we're catching Button here. Lap 6. And I think we might have a go into the hairpin. Using Kurz to my advantage. And as we reach the apex of turn 9, that's 2nd place. Dare I say we could have back-to-back victories to start out this season. It's looking likely. I don't think the AI are very good in these wet conditions. That said, we are still miles behind Mark Webber. But as we start lap 7, I think we've got 3 laps of fuel left. Webber's 5.3 up the road. And just like the first race of the season, I imagine some of these drivers are on a 1-stop. We're on a 2-stop. And that's how we almost lost out in the first race. The 1-stop strategy guys. The 2 Brawns, I think, were on a 1-stop strategy in Australia. If they're on a 1-stop strategy here as well, we could still be in trouble. Oh dear, I wasn't looking. I wasn't looking. Are we missing a wing? We might be missing a wing. So I was distracted. I was looking over there. You can't see what's over there. I can. It's a wall. How embarrassing. So we have got front wing damage. From my own incompetence. Oh dear, I'm bottling it big time now. Right, Button's right on the back of me. Okay, so we're boxing this lap, guys. End of lap 9. And the gap to Webber's kind of stabilised around 6 seconds. That's not helped because of the damage I've got, honestly. And I think I'm actually holding up Jenson Button now. The tyres, as you can see on the left, are quite worn. If Australia is anything to go by, we're definitely going to lose a lot of time in the pits. The pit stops... Oh, that was a terrible line. The pit stop was so slow in Australia. I think that's just a game thing. You know, F1 2009 sort of issue, I suppose. Oh, my tyres are so destroyed. Button senses an opportunity. I wonder, is he on a 1-stop or is he on a 2-stop? I can't even see him now. Anyway, we are boxing this lap, guys. Need to make sure to actually find our way into the pits. There it is. Oh, Button's following me in. So it's a race in the pit lane and I'm scared. I think we'll lose it. Brake for the line. And in we go. We've taken so much more speed into the pits than Button behind. You can't choose manually your tyres, I don't think. So they'll automatically set the tyres. Looks like an intermediate set, like we started the race on. And we're being held for quite a while. There's Hamilton in the pits, Alonso coming in. 12.3, that's pretty slow. We'll see. Button. Are we going to jump Button? No, Button jumps me. So we are now behind Jenson Button. We'll have to re-overtake him. At least they gave us a new front wing. I don't remember seeing them change it in the pits. Unless I was just being oblivious. But we've rejoined in 10th place. Oh my gosh, I completely just cut turn 7. We've got the track limit penalties on lenient, I think. Because the strict are very strict. But I really should have got a penalty for that one. Button's fighting could be Soto, could be his teammate, whoever his teammate was. Was it Liotzi, I think? And this is the battle for 8th place. The three-way battle right now. Me, Button, and Force India. Unknown Force India. We might have a run down this back straight, though. Oh, there's Button. We pull out to the side. Oh, there's Fisichella. We've got them both on the back straight. That was a dangerous move. Fisichella boxing. We've got past Button again. So we've once again re-overtaken the Brawn. We're up into the points, but Button looking back to the inside. Under braking. He's going to try for the move. I have to give him the space, obviously. We'll have the inside line for turn 2. And we successfully defend the position for now. Barrichello is behind Button in 8th place now through the pits. We're up to 6th. We're definitely doing a great job at just holding the Brawns up here. They really are championship rivals if the first race is anything to base it off. Mark Webber, though, I'm pretty sure is absolutely running away with this one. Contact! Button's just gone straight into the back of me there. And I think he lost a bit of his front wing. Button might have front wing damage now, as it started to rain. So the rain is coming down now. Will we need to switch to the wet tyres? I'm pretty certain we're on the intermediates right now. Just looking at the groove on the tyres and what I've seen on games before, that they look like the intermediate set. Although, to be fair, they could be the wet. I have no idea. Kind of look like the old monsoon sets from the 2000s. I think we can be pretty certain that the drivers in front still, they're on a one-stop. Jarno Trulli, he's about 3 seconds up the road. I think he's on a one-stop. And there's another 4 drivers ahead of him who must be on one-stop strategies as well. Button and Barrichello squabbling behind. They've been dropped by me, James Early, in the BMW Sauber. So we've got a bit of breathing room to the 2 drivers behind. 6th place right now, that'll give us 3 points. I think we'd hold on to the championship lead if we finished here, regardless of where the people finish in front of me. Trulli going defensive down the main straight, is he? Senses I might have an opportunity. I did not mean to send it that badly. I'm very sorry, Trulli. Oh, we're okay. No damage. Might have a run here up towards turn 4. Under braking. Have the inside line. Take the position. Jarno Trulli's Toyota has disposed of James Early up into the top 5 positions as we approach half race distance. Lap 14 now, so after this lap we'll be halfway through the race, and I expect the one-stop guys ahead to pit any time now. We can see Massa in front of me there, that red car, Felipe Massa. Of course, he had that massive injury in 2009, if you guys remember, the Hungarian Grand Prix where he got headbutted by a piece of metal spring, I think, which knocked him out for, I believe, was it the rest of the season he was out? But apparently he was never the same again after that. He never won another race. Meanwhile, his teammate Alonso at Ferrari between 2010 and 2013 won, I don't know how many, 15 races maybe? And it's hard to know whether Massa would have been anywhere close to Alonso if he didn't have that injury. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comments below. I don't think he'd have been much, or even at all, that much closer to Alonso in the years between 2010 and 2013. I never rated Massa that highly. But we are putting a move on him here, so that's good. Kovalainen's in 3rd place. Oh, Massa's just sent it back up the inside, but he's going into the pits. That makes sense. Kovalainen in as well. And is anybody else into the pits? We're going to move up at least into 3rd. Oh, it's Rosberg in the pits. Kovalainen might have just stayed out for another lap. So Rosberg pit from 2nd place. Kovalainen stays out and currently runs in 2nd place. And I am back into the top 3. I can only assume Kovalainen is pitting this lap. He is dropping like a stone right now. I'm closing very, very quickly. Question is, how far ahead of Kovalainen is Mark Webber, the Red Bull driver? Seems to be favourite to win this race. And he was really good in changeable conditions in real life. Similar to what Jenson Button was. Maybe Mark Webber didn't have quite the reputation Jenson Button did in changeable weather. But Mark Webber, Jenson Button, Michael Schumacher, all very good changeable weather drivers in the 2000s. And Kovalainen does dive into the pits. So we'll be unleashed at least into 2nd place. Where's Mark Webber? Where is Mark Webber? He's 8 seconds up the road. I think he's on a 2-stop strategy. Unless he just pit on that lap. If he's on a 1-stop, Mark Webber's got this race in the bag. I am not beating Mark Webber today if he's on a 1-stop. If he is on a 2-stop strategy like myself, there's a slim chance. On lap 16 alone, we've closed Mark Webber by 2 full seconds. We're really going for it. The Red Bull driver will be feeling the pressure. He's never won a race before. I've won 1 race before, which was the last race, my only race. I'm 100% race winning material at the moment in Formula 1. If I don't win today, my record is shattered. Back marker's getting in the way already. That's Nelson Piquet. Maybe with a puncture. I saw somebody comment in the first episode, it might have been Ben, saying that the drivers going really slowly have punctures. Or some sort of issue with their car, maybe suspension problems. Surprisingly, only caught by 2/10 on that lap, so Webber's suddenly picked up the pace. And I am pitting at the end of this lap. It's lap 18, and we'll be in for our second and final stop of the Grand Prix. Right then, coming into the pits this lap, Mark Webber stays out. I still don't know if he's on a 1 or a 2 stop. I'm really not too sure, but we're going to throw the car down pit lane. Brake so we don't speed in the pits, whatever the pit lane speed limit is. And we pit from second in this race. But where do we rejoin? We know our pit stop's going to be very, very slow, as it always is. Maybe a 12 second, 13 second stop, knowing our pit crew. The tyres are on, and there's a Button into the pit, and Hamilton as well. So 2 other British drivers pitting. A 13.5, slow as usual. And we are going to rejoin. Kovalainen goes through. Behind Kovalainen, and behind Massa. Who else is this? That's Rosberg going through as well. So we're down in 6th place. And some of these drivers on a 1, some on a 2-stop. Or are they all on a 1-stop ahead? I can't remember what lap Rosberg pitted. It might have been lap 14 actually. I think all these drivers ahead are on a 1-stop strategy, so we need to actually overtake. We are in a net 6th place in this race. First up, Nico Rosberg. Let me try around the outside of turn 5. That's a bit risky. Maybe around the outside of turn 6. There's contact! And we're off. We're into the gravel. We're going to lose a whole host of time here. Hopefully no position loss. We might lose 1 position. There's Jarno Trulli approaching from the rear, but he's not going to be able to overtake before I've regained track position, literally track position. In 6th place still. We only lost a couple of seconds, luckily, but that could have been worse than what actually happened there. Well, I'm going to be overtaken by Trulli here, who's going to the inside line for the final corner. He's taken the position. I've been overtaken by a Toyota. Let's see if we can get him back, get into the slipstream down this main straight. As soon as we cross the line, we'll be enabling the overtake. And we go to the inside. Trulli really pushing me to the inside of this first corner. Side by side. Through turn 1, he backs out of it. He does not want to go side by side with me through turn 2. We're back up into 5th place. We need to work on closing this gap to Nico Rosberg. And this time successfully overtaking the German. Here we go. This should be nice and easy. We picked the outside line this time, but it's no issue. Because by the time we're braking for turn 9 anyway, we have the position. 4th place, Massa next up. About 2-3 seconds ahead in 3rd place. Getting pretty close to Massa here. And Kovalainen impressively still in 2nd place. So we go to the inside of Massa for turn 7. Slightly cut the corner. But we do have the position. That's 3rd place. On for back-to-back podiums here, guys. 8 laps to go, including the one we're on. Kovalainen should be easy pickings. We know Kovalainen's level. It's not too high. And this should be a nice, easy overtake. Can't try it into this right-hander. That might be a bit too risky. But down the back straight or down the main straight, that's our 2 main overtaking places on this circuit. We can surely pull it off. Got a great run out of the second to last corner. And we're way past Kovalainen. Halfway down this straight. Mark Webber is in the lead of this race. As we go across the line, we'll see the gap between me and him. 39 seconds. Okay. He was on a 1-stop. Mark Webber's won this race. He's 39 seconds up the road. That's incredible. That's utterly incredible. 40 seconds pretty much clear in the lead of this race, Mark Webber. I don't think it's going to be back-to-back victories, guys. But a 2nd place will keep us in the lead of the championship. I feel like Max Verstappen when he's given a back of grid penalty in 2023 or 2022. I've just stormed through the field and I'm closing on Webber, not fast enough obviously to win the race, but we are closing by maybe a couple of seconds per lap. Oh, that's a car going very slow. Is that PK again? This will be the second time we've lapped him, I'm pretty certain. Damn it, he's slow. We've gone past the Renault. That's halted our progress ever so slightly. Lap 23 out of 28 now. We're just trying to wait for these laps to tick down and claim another podium place. Massa has got past Kovalainen in the battle for third. And I assume Rosberg got knocked down as well a few positions. So Massa, the Ferrari, into the podium places. Clear of his teammate Raikkonen. Where's Raikkonen been lately? Absolutely nowhere. Raikkonen's not had a great start to the season at all. Oh, another slow car. This time a Force India. Take evasive action through turn 6 there. Webber's driving a really solid race. Over the past 3 or 4 laps, we've only caught by a handful of seconds. Webber really is setting the pace and he's doing a great job. 4 laps to go and Mark Webber could be on his way to claim his first ever victory in the sport, which means the top 2 people in the championship and the first 2 races of the season would have been won by first time winners. Pretty cool. Tyres are starting to receive a bit of punishment, as you can see on the left hand side there, but they're still there or thereabouts. I mean, we're not getting the most amount of pace out of them, but to be fair, with these conditions it's hard to gauge whether pace is there or not. All we've got is references with cars around me, and Webber is now only 33 seconds ahead, so I think we're making solid progress. 32 seconds behind Webber and about 20 seconds clear of Barrichello. It's a very lonely race at this stage. Just about 1.5 laps to go, and then we'll bring us to the conclusion of this race. I'm quite happy to see the checker flag actually. It's really starting to not dry up, I don't know. I don't think this game can actually dry up. I don't think there's dynamic weather. We've seen wet track, we've seen rainfall, and that kind of goes hand in hand. I don't think it can actually dry out, as there's a Toyota going very slow. That's got to be Glock. Surely that's not Trulli, because Trulli was up in the top 5. My engineer keeps telling me Barrichello is closing the gap, and he said that for the past 3 laps. So I think genuinely Barrichello is faster than me at this stage of the race, but I'm pretty sure that's down to my tyres being so worn. Yeah, Barrichello really closing. He's under 15 seconds behind. Raikkonen's out of the race on the final lap. It's disaster once again for Raikkonen and once again for Ferrari, who have already missed out on a podium today with Felipe Massa. But Mark Webber has won the race, and we're going to round the final corner for the final time to claim back-to-back podiums to start this season and hold on to our championship lead. That's second place at the 2009 Malaysian Grand Prix. Full race results then. Webber wins by a whopping 40 seconds. Barrichello in third, with Brazilian counterpart Felipe Massa in fourth. Heikki Kovalainen in the end slips to fifth, with Rosberg in sixth. Hamilton scoring points, and Button only 8th place. Alonso missing out on the points in 9th. Trulli 10th. That race saw 3 retirements and 3 fairly big names there. Raikkonen, Kubica and Vettel. We are extending our lead in the championship with 5 points ahead of second place Mark Webber, who won his first ever round of a Formula 1 World Championship today. The 2 Brawn drivers, Barrichello ahead of Button now. They're in 3rd and 4th respectively. And we've seen 11 drivers score points. Kubica, my teammate, is last in the championship. We are still second behind Brawn, but only 3 points behind. Red Bull have caught up massively. They're third. It could be a 3-way battle for this Constructors if Robert Kubica can get his bum in gear. Well, there we have it, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one. It was good. It was good to see that we're not so dominant that we're going to win every race. Mark Webber winning by 40 seconds. That's a huge margin. Let me know what you thought about the race down in the comments below. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed the content. I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye.